This video is all about the eyes. Watch my eyes as each layer of my DNA test is revealed. Those of you who know me won't be surprised that I thought I was only from Ghana, and because both my paternal and maternal families have Irish names, I would not have been surprised to find a trace of Irish too. This DNA test, however, knocked me right to the ground. It winded me because it is living proof that we, Jamaicans, were taught untruths about our history. This is my way of paying homage to my ancestors.
Do it. So,
Isn't this amazing?
just going through the ancestry results.
Right,
If you
this
could
is
just open
this
it up.
is not locked.
Okay, so now we're going to get into it. So 28% Nigeria, 27% Ivory Coast, Ghana, and then 45% other regions, which
Okay.
is absolutely fantastic. So we're going to click on it,
Yeah.
and it's going to take us to view your genetic ancestry. So you have one genetic community. That's interesting. See what that's all about. And it's basically just going to show you on a map about a whereabouts of where you are.
So let's show them.
From.
So this is what we have here, and it's highlighting on the left, I think, where I was stolen. See my voice, where I was stolen from. Okay. Reparation is important. Sorry, guys, and this I haven't got my lips.
Show 10 more regions. So you're from 10 other regions, essentially. So you have 84% of you is African. So,
Yeah.
okay? Now, this is going to be the really interesting part. So Nigeria is 28%. Ivory Coast, Ghana is 27%. Cameroon, Congo is 10%.
Okay, so that's far back. Mali is 6%.
And Benin, Togo is 5%.
Right.
Europe, which is low confidence reasons, you've got American.
14. Yeah, that's
Native
interesting.
American, but it's Native American.
Bloody hell. So someone in the past copulated with somebody else.
With a Native American.
With a Native American, and it's come down in my genes. Wow, isn't that interesting?
Yeah, let's check out this. Yeah. And it gives you a breakdown of like the history. So Native American.
Bloody hell. Estimate indicates that you have ancestry from the region that is home to the indigenous people of the Americas.
Yeah.
Wow.
Should we go back?
Yeah. Isn't this amazing?
I forgot how to use thousands of years ago. So your genetic community is African, Caribbeans, and the Greater Antilles. Connection is very likely.
Yeah. Okay, so they don't know that I am actually from the Caribbean. Yeah, I get it. Because actually they think I'm British because I'm in England, right? I mean, they don't know that I know that I'm... Wow. So where's everybody else? Write it down.
You might be able to. You might be clicking on something wrong. Africa gives you the breakdown.
Yeah.
Europe doesn't give you the breakdown.
But it gives the breakdown of America.
There you go.
7%.
7% British.
Bloody hell.
You
How
see
the
that?
hell?
It's so crazy.
But what does that mean? They're not quite sure.
This is the less than. So it's like less than 1%. But that is still so cool. Yeah, exactly.
Read the breakdown.
Italian, Greek.
7% Great Britain, 4% Iberian Peninsula. Where's
Spain.
that?
Spain.
Okay.
That area.
1% Finland, 1%, less than 1% Scandinavia, less than 1% Italy, Greece. All that means is someone in the past who had someone in their past who was from these regions. So the 14% is just probably the ancestor who was probably maybe 5 generations, 6 generations. He had these percentages in him. What's absolutely fantastic is that there's a close tie between me coming from Nigeria and the Ivory Coast and Ghana, which we know most Caribbean people, most Jamaicans actually originate from these two places. So, well, at least I know where I come from.
And the next step is obviously we're going to do the GED match, so you
Yeah.
can see even more specifically which region within Nigeria.
Okay, so we can do that.
And all the others.
Right, thank you.
This DNA result left me reeling. The Native American, Taino, Arawaks, were the first to reside on the land of wood and water. We were taught in school that this race was totally decimated. My DNA results say otherwise. The Iberian Peninsula we can assume is Europeans mixed with Moors. I now realize this DNA is representative of the Spanish conquistadors' presence on the island. Jamaica was under Spanish rule from the idiot, Christopher Columbus, on his way to India found himself on the island, mistaking it for India, so named the region the West Indies. The island was under Spanish control until 1655. It was then that surviving Tainos probably ran to the hills, to, at some point, be joined by African runaways. That is the only way we can explain the miscegenation that evidently has taken place in my family's genes. In 1655, the British monarchy instructed its governors to perpetrate the most horrendous of crimes, the transportation of humans from Africa to the Americas, which includes the Caribbean. All over the diaspora, African and Caribbean people as well as their descendants still reel from the impact of this intergenerational physical, financial and emotional harm. The then British monarchy instructed their countrymen, later to become island settlers, to transport our great-grandparents, with much malice, from West Africa, Nigeria and Ghana, Mali and the other African destinations mentioned in my DNA report. I will admit to feeling a sense of devastation for my foreparents' horrendous story. At the same time, I am somewhat appreciative that I now have an inkling of my Sankofa journey back to my roots. From subsequent genealogy reports, it seems my family's story, especially my matriarchal line, began on the island where all other genes were introduced to the original pool. The second shock of my DNA was to discover traces of Italian, Greek, as I expected a small trace of British in my blood. My maternal great-grandfather was white. I expected to find that I was again a descendant with a sprinkle of maybe Irish. Both parents and their parents had Irish names. I admit my DNA results made me shed tears for my ancestors. This video, as I said, is about the eyes. We see proof that my DNA results show us, dark and fair-skinned Jamaicans, to be, as our motto says, out of many, one people. Please join me in paying homage to the men and women who came before us, your and my grandparents. Let's pay homage to them all. From the Native American mothers to our African foremothers. We love them all. For more videos like this one, subscribe to my channel and of course please leave a comment. Best regards. We are out of many, one people. Selah.